And then what can surface is just a simple happy to be. Not everything's perfect, but just the ananda, the bliss of being is just happy to be within the imperfection of it all. Your yes is so big, it's just happy to be. Is the world imperfect? Yes. Is the body have imperfection? Yes. Just happy to be. It's beingness that's happy. It has an inner smile. Thich Nhat Hanh, he used to have this meditation of smiling. You can look it up. He passed away, the Vietnamese Buddhist monk. You've heard of him, right? With Plum Village in France. He had this smiling meditation. You smile in your heart. You smile and you have the liver smiles. The heart smiles, the bone smile. You just go through, What do you think that's doing? That's presence inside. Learning how to occupy the body. Smiling, happy to be. The brain inside the mind have a smile. All the places inside that don't know how to occupy themselves. You bring a smile. But basically, it's waking itself up. They're saying, presence is here. Presence is here. Presence is here. Can you feel it? And smile. It's being that's smiling. It's not a forced smile. It's not a clown. Creepy clown smile. It's like you feel it and you rest there and you stay there in a part of your body until you can feel presence, dancing, being there. And he would say, and if it works for you, then there's the happy to be comes forth and maybe has a smile. It's just a meditation practice to help wake up the body. But what it is, it's having, the body helping it recognize that presence lives inside too, activating it. So what does this do? Why would one do this? Feel into the why of it for yourself before I go there in any way. Why would it be, why is it a good idea to feel presence, to feel it, to sense it, to have it wake up in the body consciously? And to have a yes to being here, increasingly, a yes. Have your no's be allowed to be, but the yes becomes larger and more noticeable. Why is this important? Singing yourself into being. It's like birthing yourself here, consciously. Having your yes. consciously being here. I want to be here. It's really important to have that. I want to be here. Be. I want to be here. I want being to be here, awake, unified, aware, conscious. Love yourself so much that you allow presence to be here consciously, unified in the awake in the cells. Noticed. Not asleep to itself, but noticed. The body wants to be loved too. I mean, this is our temple. Have your yes to being here. So this is goes very deep, as you can see. And it's a journey to embark on if you're interested, It's a journey. But it really helps anchor presence, awakeness here. It brings in the foreground in a visceral way. They talk about noticing being, resting in silence, have the background move to the foreground. That's the whole lovely thing you've probably heard, right? What's always in the background? It's unknown to itself, unconscious. In our conscious, what we can make conscious is with our attention. It's unnoticed, right? So then by paying attention to presence in our meditations and during the days, it's still here. We're helping it come from the background into the foreground. And then it needs to kind of just penetrate the stratas of your body and all the levels of your being, to really become anchored. So it's always here, always awake to itself. Doesn't want to move back again, disappear until you put attention again. That's in the beginning. And then you put attention on it, it helps it come forward. But if you allow it to not just notice it with your mind and so on, but you feel it, start to feel it, then it has more of a chance to go down the stratas on the earth, like I mentioned with the water. It penetrates more. You feel it, and it gets anchored more in the body, which is home. Home. Mother Earth is a home. Our bodies are home. So the light of presence, it penetrates all the home that it's occupying, and it becomes conscious to itself. That's what awakeness is. All it is when you say awakening, it's becoming conscious of presence and have it be saturated to the point where it's consistently conscious. Doesn't go unconscious again to itself. Because this consciousness has a lot of stratas, a lot of layers to it. For it to penetrate, for it to be an abiding awareness of awakeness. It has to penetrate all the layers in order to be done deal. Like you're in your body, you're fitted. It's like fitted, you're occupying. You're occupied to the hair follicles. And probably outside of that, people who can see all the, body sheaths, layers outside of the body. It's fully occupied, all around layers of you. A glowworm. wing, 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 wing. But you don't go out. It's glowing. And then it's not like I'm always awake to myself. It's not like that, It may be a moment for a moment. But it's like it becomes natural. It's naturalized, yeah? It's occupied, it's natural, it's fitted in, just like a tree, it's just itself. And it's fully itself, basically, true nature. Waking up to your true nature through and through. Does this make sense? Am I making sense? Okay. Yeah. So you feel into present, you tap into it, you open to it, and you sense it, and you have a yes to it, and acknowledge that you can feel it and sense it, and it grows. It really does. It'll really grow through your attention. And you might walk around a bit blissed out for a while, who knows? Because when it starts to hit the body really fully, it's like the sap is running. Like it's, winter to spring to summer, and it's full on, the sap in the tree. And it's like the tree leaves are coming out, the sap is running. It's not static anymore or holding back. So then as it runs through all the parts of you, it can feel pretty good. And that's what they mean by ananda. And that's such an ananda, okay? But you don't have to be like all blissed out to oh, that's proof. No, but just if you do feel it, it probably feels good. And you're on the right track. Did anyone here feel how good it can feel? Oh, good. Yay. Yay. Yeah, it's that yes is so happy. It's so happy to come alive and be acknowledged. I have a yes. And right, like I said, all the no's are okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So just let out a nice breath, let whatever wants to go, because when you have a yes, so like whatever wants to go, give it a chance to go.